how much sex is important in a relationship or marriage. Let's get into how intimacy can impact the health of your relationship. And we'll also talk about how it's not just about the physical act, but much more. Well, let's understand the role of sex. Sex is often seen as a key component of romantic relationships, and while it's not the only factor, it plays a significant role in emotional bonding. Regular physical intimacy helps to maintain a sense of closeness, reduces stress, and even boosts happiness thanks to the release of endorphins and oxytocin, the so-called love hormones. But it's important to note that sex isn't just about satisfying physical needs. It's about connecting emotionally, mentally, and spiritually with your partner. Couples who are in sync sexually often report feeling more connected in other aspects of their relationship as well. So yes, sex does contribute to relationship satisfaction. And yeah, we can say, sex is an important element in marriage, and until there is sexual intercourse between a husband and a wife, the marriage is not yet spiritually recognized. This clearly shows how important sex is in marriage. Now, most of the women often says, sex is all a man needs most from a woman. Well, sorry, ladies, it's not like that. When you look at how aggressive men are towards sex, you may think that what a man needs from a woman is sex. Of course, if he has not married you yet, or he does not really intend to marry you, what he will need from you is nothing above your body. But if he really intends to marry you, or if you guys are already married, sex is never what he needs from you. Now, why most of the marriages don't work? Now, many young girls who are sexually active thinks that they will get married and have their husbands loving them. And when a man approaches for marriage, they think the greatest asset they have to show the man is sex. Others also think once they are giving out their bodies, it means they are giving out their best asset, for which reason they will be chosen above all. There is this young girl who is very beautiful and sexually active. Due to that, she thought sex is all that matters to a man. Ironically, she struggled for long before finally getting married. Her sexual dexterity could not win her the heart of a man, until out of the blue and reason beyond imagination, a very handsome good man married her. The wedding was grand, and her tears were now gone. But unfortunately, only a year after the wedding, the marriage fell on rocks. Boom. Within 5 years, 3 different men came her way, but none could stay. Why is that? What was the issue? You see, the problem was simple. She thought sex was all that matters. So she would never submit. But submission is all what men need, not sex. I'm not saying sex is not required at all. It is there, of course, but prioritize other important things over sex. It is time for our young ladies to understand that when a man is ready to marry, he will not look out for a woman who will satisfy his sex drive, but a woman who will submit herself to him. Excuse my language, please. Let me say this. Every woman has a vagina, but not every woman has humility. So when you're a humble woman, you are an expensive diamond, and a man of integrity will fear to lose you. What does the Holy say? O wife, submit to your husband. The reason is that a man's true love goes out only for a woman who is submissive. Your beauty cannot make other women ugly, but your humility can let him love you above all other women. Now there is one thing more. Sadly, in our society, many young ladies in our days call submission as control. And you will hear them saying in tiny romantic voices, "As for me, I don't want any man to control me." If you don't want to submit, just don't think of marriage. Because no man in his right sense will offer his love to a woman whose heart is higher than his height, no matter how short he may be. When a woman bows her knee before a man, the man will automatically bow his heart before her love and will love her sincerely. There are, of course, recalcitrant men who will not value women of humility. But I tell you that every true man does not need just sex, but submission. It is submission that truly makes you a romantic wife. So be the queen you want to be, but when it comes to dealing with your husband, my sincere advice is to play the role of a humble maid. Don't forget that it is the spirit of humility that has caused many maids to hijack their mistresses' husbands. Be your man's queen and also be his maid. I wish you all the best as you submit in your relationship and marriage. May God bless you with good marriage. Focus on communication, connection, and quality over quantity, and you'll find a balance that strengthens your bond. Thanks for watching.